Greetings there, good evening or good morning wherever you are. This is Lakeisha Hankins from LakeishaHankins.com, and today I'm going to share with you some of my ways, some strategies, techniques that I have used to get unstuck. And this question was posed by one of the fabulous contributors in my group from your Extra Coach Thursday. Gloria asked, let's see, let me get to her question. So the question was, how do you get unstuck? Here we go. What's the starting process of getting unstuck when you feel like you've been stuck for what seems like forever? Right? And she says, I know it does begin with your mindset. And she's absolutely right. You have to decide that you're ready to get unstuck. You have to make a decision and make your mind up that you are ready, right? You're ready to take action. You're ready to move forward. But sometimes that seems a lot easier said than done. So I just want to share from personal experience what has helped me and the reasons why, I felt at some point in my time where you feel like that you're stuck, right? You feel like there's something that you should be doing, and you know it beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's something that you should be doing, but at the end of the day, there's something that's holding you back because you're not taking the necessary action steps, you're not doing the work. And a lot of times that comes with the fact that we're not honest with ourselves. So you have to get to the point where you're really being honest with yourself and identifying what it is that is holding you back. Is it fear? Is it lack of understanding? You feel confusion, overwhelmed, right? What is it that's holding you back? And just really getting in tune with your true authentic self. Who you are, what it is that you like, what it is that you desire, what success looks like, what do you feel like you should be doing? Okay, so take time to identify what it is that's holding you back and be honest, right? Sometimes you have to get quiet, you have to do the work, and sometimes we don't move forward because we don't want to do the work for whatever reason. Maybe it's painful, or maybe there's some things, some unresolved issues that we have failed to deal with. And when you start to do the work and you start to move forward, those things come up, right? And what happens, either you push through them or you back away, you settle down, you get complacent, and you find yourself back in this whole spiral where this rut where you're feeling stuck, right? So you have to identify, number one, what it is that's holding you back. Number two is be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself as far as like being authentic. Make sure everything that you're doing is in line with who you are, who you're called to serve, what your purpose is, right? That at the end of the day, there's some purpose and some intention behind it, that you have to be intentional. So, and that's pretty much what happened, for me. When I started off coaching, like I said, it was like one of the best things since sliced bread. I found my purpose. I was able to help other women, get unstuck, move from where they are to where it is that they desire to be in their life. But things happened, and there were shifts that took place because there was some stuff in my own personal life that I wasn't willing to deal with. So it was hard for me to tell, someone else to go out there and go after their goals and their dreams. And part of me was not doing it because, I was in environments that were draining the life out of me. So it was easier for me to not do what I was called to do and really, focus on changing my niche for my business, I should say. I changed my niche so I didn't have to deal with my underlying, disbeliefs or things that were going on in my own life because it was easier. But when you do that, it doesn't feel authentic. And that's what happened at the end of the day. I didn't have that same satisfaction after I got off a coaching call with the client. Okay, because I knew what I was doing was not what I was called to do, not what I was purposed to do, right? That it wasn't adding, it was adding value to the marketplace. It was helping that person reach their goals and their dreams, but it served me no purpose whatsoever. Okay, so it was great seeing people have success, but when you do things that are intentional and on purpose, right, it brings on a whole new fulfilling and a whole new meaning to your life. So for me, what I needed to do is I really had to shut down from social media, back away from it, and really get clear about what it is that I wanted and write down what that path is. And I still don't know what this journey looks like. Like, I'm personally on this whole new journey of redefining and remembering and rewriting my own story, right? And I don't know what 90 days from now looks like, which is crazy, right? Because a lot of times, sometimes you want to plan out your whole year. And when I started off this year, I had my whole year planned out of what it is that I wanted to do, but God said, no, that's not what I called you to do. So I don't know what the journey looks like, but when you're intentional, when you're doing things on purpose, doors open and there's clues, right? There's things that you say, yes, okay, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. And it feels right, right? In that moment where you're not guessing, there's no confusion. Okay. So if there's a fear or something that's holding you back, you have to acknowledge what that fear is. And as they say, face the fear and do it anyway. And the third thing I would tell you is to change, to do something different, right? Because a lot of times we get stuck in the same routine, and maybe you need to change up your routine, change up your, what it is that you're doing, try something new, try different activities, or maybe you need to go back to something. For me, it was personally, I needed to go back to my first love of coaching, helping people identify, what their purpose is and creating a purpose-driven business. Okay, so sometimes you have to change what it is that you're doing, even if it's a different route, there are different activities, the different places you're going. Sometimes, there's something that you need to do different. And when you're doing that, sometimes this light bulb goes off and doors begin to open and, you light up again and you're like, okay, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what the direction I need to be moving towards. And the next thing is really, you just have to really just take it one day at a time. The thing is, you have to get moving. And you can try something. It might not be what it is that you're supposed to be doing, but sometimes you don't know unless you take the action and you take the necessary steps and you don't look at it as a mistake. There's a lot of, things I've done in my business where I've made mistakes, where I still make mistakes, right? But you learn from those lessons, you move forward, like not even in business, just in life in general. The thing is that you learn from it. And in the process of doing that, you get to learn more about yourself and who you are and, what it is that you should be doing. Okay, so again, it goes back to being honest with yourself and taking the necessary action steps to move forward. Just doing, something, small efforts every day lead us to where it is that where we need to be. Okay, so whether you need to go backwards, you need to keep moving forward, whatever it is, you won't know unless you start taking action and doing the necessary work. And as you do it, as you start moving, that's what brings amongst clarity. Clarity comes from taking action. So take action, and whatever that action looks like for you, identify what is it that you can be doing in the next, 48 to, 72 hours, or what can you do next week different that's going to move you into action, right? And don't worry about what other people think. Is one of the things I would definitely say, because, like I say, like for me personally, I've shifted in my business, and there was at some point in time where I was worried about what other people would think, are they going to think that I'm serious, or are they just going to see me as just another business coach online, because there's so many people, that want to be business coaches now. Even though you got the certification, all these different things, but because you're not clear with your message, are they going to take you serious? And really don't worry about what other people think, because at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. Okay, God will send you the right people, the right tools, the right resources in your life to make things happen. And those, like I said, that are for you, when you show up, they will know. Kind of thing. So don't worry about what other people think. Make sure you're not comparing yourself to others, all those good things, okay? And the last thing I would say is ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. A lot of times we get stuck in these situations and we probably see it as like it's nothing, or whatever. So we sit there and a week, a month, 3 months goes by, a whole year goes by, and we're still sitting there and having these same thoughts of wondering what it is that we're supposed to be doing, or questioning why we're not doing it, or we're beating ourselves up at the end of the day. So don't feel bad about asking for help. Ask for help. Talk to someone, because sometimes that's also what it takes. You know, getting out of your comfort zone and going and connecting with other people, other like-minded people who are doing what you desire to do, or what you think that you're supposed to be doing. And if that's what's supposed to be there, guess what? It's going to resonate with you. It's going to wake you up. You don't have to worry about, you know, being stuck or deciding what it is, trying to figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because you're going to figure it out along the way. Okay? So there are going to be clues. There are going to be, you know, all kinds of hints and possibilities, right, that will open up the doors and stuff for you. But again, it's really taking time to get to know yourself, being authentic and honest with yourself, and listening. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to take action. And you have to decide what that action looks like for you, and just move forward in that. Be, you know, within your power, and just be authentic, and making sure that everything that you're doing it with intention. And again, not worrying about what other people think, because, you know, whatever it is that you're called to do, you're going to find it along your journey. There's going to be some hiccups. There's going to be some setbacks there, but at the end of the day, I want you to be victorious in whatever it is that you decide to do. So I hope that this has helped you. Definitely leave me your feedback. Comment below if you have any other questions. And guys, go and visit my website, LakeishaHankins.com. Like I said, I'm on a journey myself. So if you haven't, make sure you sign up for my newsletter, and, you know, stay tuned as I, you know, put more value out there in the marketplace. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because I don't know what that value looks like. I do know what it looks like, but he's not calling me to share it right now, as I should say. So I'm super excited, and I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have an amazing day.